in this episode, we had our first look at Frieza and Dyspo fighting. But who is going to eliminate who? Is it going to be Frieza taking... Or Frieza... Is it going to be Frieza taking out Dyspo? Is it going to be Dyspo taking out Frieza? Is Frieza going to get so pissed off that he takes out Dyspo but kills him and eliminates himself? Especially after we seen Dyspo... Frieza kind of got the upper hand on Dyspo, grabbing his arm with his tail when he was about to be attacked. But then Dyspo took advantage of the situation and started swinging Frieza all over the place. Reminded me of like the Hulk versus what's his name in the Avengers movie. So,
oh wow, throwing shade.
Yeah,
Loki.
Yeah, Hulk and Loki. It kind of reminded me around that. You get to see Frieza like getting torn apart, basically, which is going to piss Frieza off really bad. So next episode we'll likely see Frieza go golden. Do you think he'll be golden, or do you think he'll stay at his current power and take out Dyspo?
Judging by what I've been seeing, I think Frieza's been avoiding going gold because it might be that he actually hasn't dealt with the stamina issue as well as he said he has.
Yeah. Frieza could be all talk.
It is Frieza. I mean, Vegeta had to get it somewhere from his dad. Jokes aside, Frieza likely will go gold because Dyspo is... Like, Frieza thought he had it. Dyspo was showing off, but now Dyspo... Thank you, JoJo reference when I heard Oda, 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 Oda. And all you JoJo fans, you'll love this episode for that alone. But, Dyspo was... He makes Frieza seem like he's slow. Golden form Frieza is a power boost. We know this. So I do think he's going to go gold. There's something you mentioned that I spaced on for a moment. Frieza taking it too far. Yeah. Dyspo says he's the fastest in all universes. Frieza's had a Ginyu Force member who said he was the fastest in the universe, if you remember Burger. Mm-hmm. Maybe this is Frieza showing off, it's like, you say you're the fastest in all universes, and then showing off his speed next episode. But it is Frieza, so taking it too far might be what gets him eliminated at the same time of taking out Dyspo. Which would save Goku a lot of heartache. Oh, yeah. Frieza was erased. Oops. Looks like I don't have to keep my promise.
Yeah, also, if we compare what we've seen so far from power levels, we can assume Goku and Hit are about even. They have different techniques, but power-wise, they're about evenly matched. Would you say that?
No.
No? Okay. Alright.
We know that Goku is, in fact, stronger than Hit by quite a bit.
Okay, because I was thinking back to where Goku hired Hit to try to take himself out. So he would have a training partner.
I'm thinking more along the lines of when Hit was in the tournament. But I know what you're talking about, too. Hit's main thing is when he hits you, time is stopped. So that does a lot of damage to you just being hit by that. Not to mention that Hit did also one-hit KO Goku at the beginning of that arc.
Yeah. So, but, you can finish. Sorry.
Oh, no, it's not too big of a deal, but it's in the tournament that they were in, Goku was working him, but then Hit figured out how to refine his technique, which is what kept him able to sit on Goku's level. He wasn't stronger, he wasn't better, he was just better at his technique, which is, he's gone on to say that, I'm not like you, I don't have these power-ups, I have to refine myself in the most basic way of all martial artists.
Okay, so that actually works in my favor with this, because I was going to go on the assumption they were about equal with their skills and everything, but with okay, so we had Goku being stronger than Hit, The only one that's really had that big of a fight with Dyspo so far was Hit, I would say. And Hit was, like, they had that fight where Dyspo could hear Hit's muscles and everything, which I don't necessarily agree with, because I imagine they're moving faster than sound. So
it is a 45-minute match, and we've had plenty of episodes hearing that.
So, like, if Hit tensed up to punch someone or to do a technique, they would be moving so fast that you would be punched or kicked or whatever before you could actually hear the sound. Despite how big your ears are, it doesn't make you hear it sooner. You could just hear it better when the sound does reach you, but the sound still does have to reach you. So that I disagree with that part, but this is a world where people can turn into giant apes and stuff, so I'm not going to argue the speed of sound in the world of Dragon Ball. So,
and where there's a giant pink monster made of pure magic that has the ability to practically be immortal.
Yeah, so, but moving on from the speed of sound topic, with Dyspo, it seemed like Hit was able to kind of catch up to him or whatever, and I was going to say, like, they were about on equal ground as well, which is what I was going to say. It was just their techniques were different. Like, kind of like if you have a level 30 Charizard, Pokemon talk here, you have a level 30 Charizard and then you have a level 30 Blastoise. The Blast, although they're the same strength, the Blastoise obviously going to have the advantage. So my thought was Dyspo and Hit were about evenly matched, and Dyspo just had the advantage because of his speed, but then Hit also had an advantage because he could completely stop time. So it was like although they were around the same power, their techniques is what would give them the upper hand. So if we go with that, and then we seen Frieza and his golden form handle a blast like it was no problem, and Goku, that same God of Destruction blast, it almost killed Goku.
Yeah.
So Frieza was able to handle it like it was no problem, which puts Frieza ahead of Goku, which, as you were saying, Goku was ahead of Hit. And then Hit was, in my thought, around the same level as Dyspo, which means if Frieza does go golden, he won't just be a little bit more powerful than Dyspo, but a lot more powerful. Because even after Frieza seen the speed of Dyspo, Frieza didn't go golden. He thought staying at his normal level would have been enough to get rid of him.
Yeah.
So,
and he was doing pretty decently at reading his movements too.
Yeah, so if Frieza gets the huge power up that he gets when he goes golden, I don't think there's going to be any fight there. I think it's just going to be a complete domination, similar to what we've seen between Frieza and, what's his name, the Saiyan?
Kaba.
Yeah, when Frieza was just toying with Kaba, shooting the laser at him, the little Kai blasts, to literally just torture him. I think it's going to be something like that, or Frieza will go golden and kill Dyspo and get eliminated.
It's quite possible.
Yeah.
Because Dyspo's main thing is he might not be that strong, but he is fast. Which anyone who knows about the laws of momentum knows that's more than enough sometimes.
Yeah. So do you have any final thoughts on the Frieza Dyspo? How do you think it's going to go?
Well, if Frieza doesn't kill Dyspo, which, that's fine and everything, honestly, I think there does need to be a little bit more drama, because if the rest of this is literally like Goku, Vegeta, take out Jiren, 18 and Gohan take out Toppa, and Frieza takes out Dyspo, and no big deal. it as a storyteller, as someone who's actually written quite a few things in my time, I know that that's uninteresting. I think there's going to be some drama, and Frieza killing Dyspo, even if it's by accident, most likely going to be on purpose. It is Frieza, the Tyrant. Then there's going to be like, oh my god, and that might actually give Toppa a bit of a power boost of rage, which would make that fight between Gohan and 18 along with Toppa a lot more interesting. And who knows, that might actually make Jiren angry.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible. So,
which that might that's just drama, at least in my opinion, which would make it interesting. So I do think you're right, probably.
all right.
You've been right before, so.
Also been wrong before, because I said my assumption was on this episode that just happened when we had our last discussion, I thought 17 was going to be almost immediately eliminated. But it didn't really show too much of Gohan and 17's fight. It was mostly focused on Frieza and Jiren.
Yeah.
So
you mean Vegeta, Jiren?
Oh yeah. Sorry, Vegeta. Jiren.
If it was Frieza and Jiren, that's a whole other episode. Don't get me wrong, I'd watch that too.
Well, I think I was referring to Jiren's fight and then Frieza's fight.
Oh yeah,
so
there was a lot more of that.
Yeah, so like Dyspo and Frieza, and then Jiren and Goku and Vegeta. But that brings us to the end of this one. Why don't you go ahead and bring us into this next one? Who we think is going to be eliminated? The videos on this channel are funded by supporters on Patreon like you. If you're a fan of this channel and would like to join on videos, receive shoutouts, watch videos early, have your questions answered, or have your topic discussed on our podcast, please consider supporting on Patreon for these and many other rewards for just $1. Shoutouts for this video includes Link Use the Triforce, Rusty Caulfield, Lovable Christy, Give Time 15, Shadow to Us, Robbie Morgan, and Lunarium. I want to thank all of you for everything you have done to help support this channel.